worried about the cops. When's this ever gonna stop? They got me trapped. They got me trapped. They got me trapped. They got me
R.I.P. Terry Powell, bitch.
Right?
I miss Product Away shows. When he was into the hardcore scene in Provi, you probably seen your man's long-haired rapper and hardcore singer. You don't see that often, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's One Pinfall Podcast, man. We're back again for another week of us just talking shit about wrestling, essentially.
Damn right.
I mean, we do other stuff, but it's not much. It's not much. It's mostly just
I like when we kind of tail off on other ways.
tangents.
It's fun.
Every time I think we should dial back the tangents, I listen to the podcast, and then I'm like,
yeah, that worked well.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
We had nice segue in and out.
Not really.
No, not at all.
Never.
Especially back in. Usually it's just one of us going like, okay, so back to wrestling.
Fucking Ninja Turtles for like fucking 20 minutes.
Well, that's a good topic.
No goddamn
Diesel
reason.
is Super Shredder.
All right. So, I mean, we were talking about this on the way here. Super fucking slow week for wrestling, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Nick just says, what are you bobbing your head to? So I'm guessing the Product of Waste didn't go through.
Yeah, about that. The volume was like all the way down when I got started, but we got it on the recording.
We were rocking out to some hardcore punk.
I just got a very cold streak up my back when I had to do that.
Oh man,
so sorry, Nick.
Horrible. I don't want to say horrible week, but it was
boring week.
Yeah. Do you feel like because there's nothing happening after this Greatest Royal Rumble, so like what the fuck?
They got backlash like 8 days after.
Yeah, but does anything that happens at the Greatest Royal Rumble really affect Backlash?
I think just the championship maybe if Brock loses, which I hope he does, because then Samoa Joe and him will be in a title match. But other than that, no, it's not like the winner of the Greatest Royal Rumble gets anything. They just get to say, I won the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Yeah, pretty much that's where I was getting with it. It's like, at least the other Royal Rumble, there's WrestleMania implications or something.
Unless Braun wins, I don't really care who wins the Rumble.
Thank you.
But I don't think they're going to give it to him either, somehow.
I will say, I don't fucking know who's going to win this one.
Yeah. Maybe it could be Hornswoggle. He was seen in Saudi Arabia.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
that would be hilarious.
Hornswoggle and Daivari.
Hornswoggle just comes back to win the Greatest Royal Rumble of all.
Right, yep.
That would be some sick shit they do to like entertain people.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
We let the midget win. I'm sorry, little person. Yeah. Is that the accepted number?
It is, correct, yes.
But yeah, I can't think of one person where I'm like, this is who is going to take it. I know.
Yeah.
I could see Samoa Joe isn't going to be in it, right?
No, he's in the ladder match for the IC title.
Oh, right.
Which depending on what they do, that should be a good match.
Yeah, there'll be some sick spots on it.
Yeah, exactly. You got with Rollins and Balor.
Exactly. Well, even Joe.
Oh yeah, I love Joe. I mean, I know he's not going to win, but I love Joe.
You don't think he'll win?
No. Again, it's another thing where Vince doesn't want too many titles on one show, I think. Because then it would be on SmackDown with the U.S. title.
Okay. Yeah.
Without Brock being around ever, then it would just be the women's title and Raw tag team titles if they win.
No women's title tomorrow.
Yeah.
Fucking 100 years behind the times with not letting women wrestle.
Exactly.
Fucking
they don't even let them serve drinks or anything.
Saudi
Jesus.
Arabia, dude. They got to sit in another room. And it sucked because like I'm on Instagram. I'm looking at pictures of all of these male wrestlers going to Saudi Arabia looking like they're having a fucking ball.
Hell yeah.
And
yeah, they showed the pictures of like the dinner they had there with all like the royalties.
Right.
Vince McMahon next to I don't know what they're like not the king of Saudi Arabia. I don't know what their whole thing is.
The Sheik?
Yeah.
Right?
I don't think it was the Sheik, right?
Sheik.
Oh, he's not even there.
Sheik. In case anyone knows, we have extremely bright lights in front of us, or else
like
we'd be
Mogwai bright lights.
we would be even uglier than we normally are. And I can't see John. I can't see John over there.
I only can see it when the chair's like that.
Yeah.
And
When
I'm like,
the
wait a
chair
minute,
turns
there's no head.
and there's no one in it, and I just had one of those moments.
He's gonna come back and watch us later on and be like, oh, they were talking about me. But
Oh, Chris Tracy, man, what's good, brother? I haven't seen this motherfucker since high school and shit.
going. Thank you for tuning in.
They did wrestle in the Middle East earlier this year, but that was Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
And Abu Dhabi is...
And it was a huge deal when they fought with the women, Sasha Banks and Bailey.
and they had to wear modified ring gear.
Yeah.
Like, they couldn't wear their normal ring gear and shit.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, still a huge step for them and everything. Good,
But they're included.
yeah, exactly.
You know what? If you want to take steps, that's fine. But a step isn't not having women's matches.
Do you think they just gave them, like, the weekends off? Like,
Yeah.
WWE would just,
Yeah.
go ahead.
If you go
Not
on
that, I know they didn't have any live events, but
if you go on Instagram right now, they're all partying with each other.
hell yeah,
Like,
good for them.
seen a video. It was like Natalia, Naomi, Naya, and I want to say Lana, and
Yeah.
they were all just like chilling at Carmella's house, like getting
Hell
hammered
yeah.
and shit. So that's what I'd be doing. It was
Right.
good, man. It was good. Yeah, I don't know. We were saying on the way here, this is one of the few times I actually agree with Dave Meltzer.
Yeah.
If you weren't a political territory and you were just about that wrestling life, okay, I can
Yeah,
see
right.
kowtowing to the religion and the culture and shit, but they're constantly talking about being ahead in the women's revolution. They're constantly giving us Black History Month quotes. They're fucking, you know what I mean? Like, they're putting it out there that a progressive company and then not really towing the line. And like I said, for Triple H to come out and give that, like, lame-ass fucking excuse, like, well, if we start to wrestle there first, then eventually they'll... No,
Yeah, right?
dude. Like
Like, they're not gonna change.
They're already setting the precedent with you right here. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
right?
But... I
Leave
don't
your
know.
baggage at the door.
But...
Does that mean
another-
Stephanie didn't even know?
I don't think so.
I bet she should be partying with them then. She should be hosting a party for them, because I mean that really sucks
At the
for them.
McMahon Mansion?
You know, I mean they're making this such a huge event too, and I mean luckily the other one in Australia they won't have to deal with this shit, so that would be good for them.
I will say it again. They have done more for preparation of this greatest Royal Rumble than they did for WrestleMania.
Yeah, easily.
Like,
And
what
it's
the fuck?
5 hours long too, almost as bad as WrestleMania.
It's no 7 hours.
Yeah, oh God, no. It would be if there was women matches.
Oh, if it wasn't for the patriarchy,
Yeah, right.
we would have another 2 hours of fucking show.
Bastards.
But
Kid.
so I think a good point about this greatest Royal Rumble build-up that I think can bring up the entrance of Raw here is the Brock Heyman promo we got at the beginning of Raw this week, which was weird because I was like, here we go again.
Yeah.
This is 4th or 5th week where he's going to come out, cut a promo. They come out, they brawl, and they didn't. And I was like, all right,
Good.
yeah, thank God that, because,
That would have been the whole match right there.
yeah, especially after
2 minutes.
especially like, I was surprised about him losing at WrestleMania. That surprised
Oh,
the shit
Reigns?
out of me.
Oh yeah, exactly. Because even if Lesnar signed his contract, I was like, they shouldn't give him the belt anymore. He's held it for a year. Congratulations, there's your milestone. Give it to Roman so you at least can have it on every week.
Right. And I think that this deads this feud here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
So,
don't want to fucking listen.
Do you think
to-
they're gonna give the title, keep it on Brock for a while still? Maybe till SummerSlam.
I
now?
would think SummerSlam because I heard this when
That's
his
when his
contract
contract's
goes.
up. Yeah.
So why not?
And they don't want to pay him $700,000 every appearance.
Because that's everybody. And I know I made the post about him not being
Oh, yeah.
worth the money.
Yeah, which-
but I still don't even think they're going to give him that many matches, and that's why they give him that amount of money.
No, yeah, exactly. He might have 2 matches from now until SummerSlam, including the Great Royal Rumble. So it'll be Great Royal Rumble and SummerSlam.
And that's
and
it?
then he'll have appearances,
Ugh.
which I think they said they pay him less for just an appearance, but still a shitload of fucking money.
Yeah, it's definitely not worth it.
No.
I mean,
All Vince cares about is it goes globally with his name. That's what, like, I was reading the comments and I was like, should I chime in? Because, I mean, I don't know much, but it's like, I know the UFC pay-per-view buys, I looked up, Lesnar has some of the highest ones. Not that it was just him, but still, what Vince is doing is because ESPN covers WWE when Brock Lesnar is mentioned.
Right.
And it's like, that sucks. I hate that
I
kind
can't
of
remember.
shit.
I think it was Jericho who was saying it, that he's to bring outside eyes. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ronda is to bring outside
Big
eyes.
time, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? That's
and
the
Vince
point.
will pay out the ass for that.
Right. The airplane has landed, so if sections 1 and 2
We're in Saudi Arabia.
could exit first, except for the women. You stay on the fucking plane.
Yeah, you stay on the plane with the children. Women and children last.
Oh my god.
I should stop joking.
Jesus.
I just hope that's like, and I mean, how much do you think it hurts for like Corey Graves and other people to say the match we've all been waiting to see again? It's like no one cares about this 5-minute match
Because that was what we brought up right when this first started again. That we've seen this before.
Yeah.
This happened. It literally happened, and not that long ago. So why are we fucking doing this again? It wasn't entertaining then. It wasn't entertaining now. But I have to remind myself that this is the same company that hasn't accepted that Roman isn't getting over for like how long now? How long?
Over
now?
2 years.
What?
Wait, that
fuck?
Rumble that he got booed out of there big time, even when The Rock's holding his hand up. What was that? 2012, 11?
Like, yeah, like it's not going to change.
No.
Well, at least not until someone dies.
Yeah, but that's why like this
Not
is the point to turn him.
I'm just saying once Vince McMahon croaks.
Yeah.
That sounded weird, and I got too big of a beard to be threatening people on the internet.
You become famous later on in life. Watch out, they're coming for this video.
My ass will be in Guantanamo real fucking quick. They're like Osama bin Castro. Get on the fucking...
We know who you are.
Yeah. We've been
Talking
watching
that shit
you.
about Vince McMahon.
Yeah. His wife does work for Trump, dude.
Yeah, watch out. Small business affairs.
Trumpito. It's going to get that ass.
But yeah,
very disrespectful.
It was... Those pinfall boys.
I liked them
I'm
at
fucking
first.
getting people. I'm trying to up the experience of the podcast here and incorporate better technologies, if you will, than this raggedy ass notebook. So I got I got the tablet, but every tablet we got is like 10 years old. It doesn't work.
I hate technology. You know, you want to find porn? Nice and easy. You want anything else? You're fucked.
Do you need to actually learn something? Yeah.
Yeah, nope. Good luck.
It just goes to show you that, you got to have the backup. You got to have the old school.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Rough draft.
Pen to
gotta be
fucking
there.
paper, dude.
There's a reason it's a rough
to
draft.
fucking
It's
paper,
always
man.
around.
Even I keep a notebook around.
Right? Yeah, Howard. Yeah, so shitty opening segment, but I'm glad it was short.
Yeah,
I'm glad they didn't fight.
And it was awkward.
Yeah.
It was fucking awkward, which is another thing. Like, he's not good at making, like, comebacks. And you can't pit him against Heyman or Cena and expect him to come out on a fucking
All this
verbal
is, whenever
sparring
it's
match.
Brock and Roman, I'm just like, all right, what's Heyman going to say this time? The same shit. Tease the whole UFC shit, too, and everything like that. It's like, all right, Jesus Christ.
Wouldn't it be
And
awesome?
I love Heyman, but...
I would love if the UFC would let Heyman come with him. And just, like, announce him. Like,
funny.
Bruce
Right.
Buffer has to step aside for a night, and Heyman comes
Lady,
in.
give me that.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Dude, Dana White, if you don't fucking do that if he fights again, you are so dumb. There's no way Vince would let fucking Paulie do that.
Hell
though.
no. No, not at all. But Paul would be like, since Vince is saying I can't, I'm gonna.
Your boy got a win tonight, last night on Monday.
Surprised by
Last
that.
night. I'm fucking.
I was
time
surprised by
traveling.
that. And big news out of Saudi Arabia when they show a picture of Elias and my boy The Undertaker working out and training together. And I was like, no shit. I think Undertaker sees something special in that guy. So Elias, you're fucked probably. Because when they see something special, you're screwed. Like Ricochet, when Rock said something about Ricochet being like, wow, that is an amazing wrestler. He's going to have high futures in WWE. Yeah, good luck. Unless you're related to you, Rock, it's not going to help.
Right.
But I was surprised by Elias picking up this win. I was like, oh, Rude just came over. I thought they'd have him pick up a little momentum.
Chris goes, Brock match goes, suplex, F5, clothesline. Done.
Can't end on a clothesline.
But that's why I love all of Joe's promos, because it's just like, dude, you're just going to get fucking beat again.
Yep.
You suck.
Every time you step in the ring, Brock kicks your ass.
Right.
So that's why I hope now it's going to be like, afterwards.
Third time's a charm.
Roman's going to be like, who kicked Brock's ass now?
Well, this is four
My bags
times.
are heavier coming back from Saudi Arabia.
This is 4 times the charm now, including the one with Strowman and Kane, right?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I can't believe it.
Right?
You know what? You know how pissed I would be if, like, you got charged for individual pay-per-views like you used to?
Yeah, right?
Like, that might...
$69.99.
All I pay is fucking $10.
Thank you,
and
Black
I
Box.
Just get, like,
I was so lucky when I was little. Spice
man.
Channel and wrestling.
The Spice fucking channel.
Remember that?
All right, I like stop talking about fucking road rage. Elias.
Elias, yes.
Elias.
That
We're
was a good
fucking
match.
walking. We're walking with Elias.
He's pretty good with his knees. For his knee strikes, I mean, he needs to pick up a little offense. Some of his moves he can't really like. I like when he does that electric chair power bomb kind of thing when he puts him on the shoulders and spins him down.
Okay,
spins him around and power bomb.
Yeah.
Like when he was trying to do it to Strowman, I was like, that would have been sick. He looks like he's jacked enough to get Strowman up there too, but
Dude, he
has to be doing.
he's so
something
fucking
there, right?
athletic.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Because he doesn't have the garden veins.
Yeah,
or even,
yeah.
like, the abs. He doesn't have like the 6-pack abs. He's got a good. I mean, he's.
You know what's a telltale
Perfect.
sign?
What?
When the tits
Gender?
split.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You know,
they got the little.
look at Steiner, dude. His tits are fucking
Oh,
2 miles
God.
away from each other.
He still wrestles. I can't believe that.
Dude, we saw
I mean,
them.
I don't remember much about that
Yeah,
match,
dude.
but. And I was more happy to see Rick Steiner than Scott.
Sometimes you get a blackout in an indie show,
And it's the
dude.
same paper or the same event. Oh wait, no. Yeah, it was the same one when it's like, is that Matt Hardy? That ain't fucking Matt Hardy. It's Matt Hardy.
It's Matt Hardy.
It's like, son of a bitch.
Oh,
But-
poor Matt Hardy.
You know,
That was like right when the like deletion shit was getting big.
hell yeah.
Like he was literally still. We saw him on a baseball field.
Hell yeah. We'll probably see him on a baseball field again. Sometime in the future.
Give it another 5 years. we'll see
Yeah,
him
right? Alt Control Delete.
We're horrible.
Alt Control Delete.
We're horrible. Speaking of Matt, Bray and Matt's match with the Ascension. What the fuck? What was the double team twist of fate? Twist
I
of
hate
fate
that.
looks horrible to me, anyways. I think it's
It's an RKO with a twist.
spin, a little spin. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
With
right?
a twist.
Yeah, with a twist. But the double one is just like, I hate how Bray kind of just like, he holds him and then it's like, yep, go ahead.
I just don't.
And they're
I
going to
don't-
be tag team champions.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't. You know they're not walking out losing.
No.
And Bray is no different than he was before, except for just now he goes, oh,
Right.
wonderful.
Is he going to like
sometimes.
turn on him eventually? Like, what's the whole story? Yeah, I wish.
I think the only fucking end is a Bray turn on Matt. Come on, dude. Like, is this really going to be? Did they think it was going to get super over with that little effort into it?
I guess, yeah. It just sucks because I like both of them, and it's like it's going down.
Yeah, of course, but
It's like
you knew they were gonna sink the fucking Matt Hardy.
PG it.
Yeah, they were gonna make it lame, and they
Yeah.
weren't gonna let him do any. So they just saddle him with
Yeah,
another
we won't
fucking
see
person.
Vanguard one again. We won't see King Maxwell or Senor Benjamin, I bet.
Listen though, they made the mower of lawn shirts. Okay, it sells well.
Yeah.
I think we may see some deletion shit again.
I hope so. Better, too.
You think? Well, yeah.
Like you said, compared to the other ones.
What do you call it? Bray Wyatt tweeted a picture of himself getting twist of faded like somewhere, and Crazy Steve fucking tweeted back.
No.
Just be thankful there wasn't any volcanoes around for the person.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Oh man! If any of you haven't seen the final deletion matches, Delete or Decay,
Yeah.
like any of those matches, please go back and watch them. I don't watch any TNA or Impact. I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck
there's
about
no
the
point
wrestling.
nowadays,
Yeah,
now
but I
especially.
watched those religiously. They were fucking hilarious and awesome all at the
Hell
same
yeah.
time. If you want to see the Rock and Roll Express fight in cherry pickers,
Yeah, right.
like and then get lowered to the fucking mat and shit, what the fuck, dude? They literally
The
fought.
rock and roll.
The Rock and Roll Express. What did somebody say? You probably, no matter who you are, you have an uncle who looks like one of the dudes
Yeah.
from Rock and Roll
Exactly.
Express. Oh my god! But those are some of the most amazing matches ever, and they're just never gonna. I never
They're never
expected
gonna
the
live up.
WWE to live up to those matches,
Yeah.
but at least like get what they had in that character and that.
I thought they were starting to
concept.
move when they had George Washington Giraffe and everything. And I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
all right,
yeah.
now they're doing some of the crazy shit I didn't think Vince would do. And then now it just seems like it's, all right, you and Bray, go ahead. You know, just keep going, wonderful applause.
The applause thing is starting to get old.
Yeah, I the only the few things I do, I like when Matt Hardy's running in the ring with the lantern,
Yeah.
It's that's kind of funny.
Oh man!
But it's
do you know? I didn't know, but one of the cage match he had with Edge, near the end there, that's why he walks so fucked up.
Hardy?
When he did the leg drop off the top of the cage, he said it fucked his hip up.
Oh, was it? Yeah, I was gonna say something like his tailbone. I thought it was his tailbone. It didn't break, but it's moved basically. Where it's all right, now you walk and you go always gonna feel like a click where you walk. And then delete.
Yeah, the running.
Thank you, Edge.
Just watch it. Yeah, take my girlfriend and break my hip.
Yeah, right.
Thanks, dude.
That's a friend.
The KO and Sammy show is fucking pretty hilarious.
I love it. Sami Zayn has been getting to me lately. His actions and the way he says everything. It's it's funny.
He's really embracing that character.
Oh
now.
yeah, definitely. And
yeah.
Just the glasses every time. Just hold on. Let me get these out. Let me read this correctly.
The Jason Jordan joke.
Oh yeah, right.
He's like, oh, don't.
He has 5 kids. I have 5 here somewhere. You forgot Jason Jordan.
He's like, so did you for a while.
Well, I guess that's all right. So you did as well. It's just great. I love it. I've always liked Sammy and Kevin. I love Kevin a lot. But Sammy, I'm starting to really like with this whole funny asshole character.
And I'll admit, I didn't think that this was going to work as a tag.
Well, let's see how long it goes for. It seems.
Well, they're going to turn on each other again eventually.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
They teased it 5 billion times.
Right? Even at WrestleMania, we thought, we might actually get Sammy versus Kevin, not the tag team match there. And it's all right, well, not yet. It's we'll save that for Hell in a Cell or something.
And I think that this is their answer to, they want another Miz TV, another good, heel spot that they can do
take
regularly.
Up 15 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Let someone take a piss if they need to.
Right. It's either that or we start a Ballad Club show, even though there's only one now. But
Raw. You have most of the other team on.
I like
SmackDown
them. I like
now.
those 3 together too more.
Well, they stayed together the longest, didn't they?
I think so. Yeah, I believe so. I mean, you obviously know more than me, but I think they were.
Because Finn started Bullet Club, but anyways.
We never talked about it, too. I thought it was funny when Corey Graves fucked up and said Bullet Club on TV.
Yeah.
And even Balor made fun of him on Twitter, I love how you said Bullet Club there, Corey. Get it right.
Dude, I don't like this Dolphy Ziggs, Drew McIntyre thing.
No, they seem like they want to tag up a lot of people now. Do you notice that? It's I feel like Sammy and KO are going to be a tag team, not just. I mean, they are, but I mean, a legit one where they go for the titles and they do that, kind of like the Bar. They want to keep putting people together. It seems like Bray and Matt,
people that had fucking beef before and shit.
Who else is on? What tag teams are on Raw now?
I'm so bad with fucking.
I know the Revival, but WWE doesn't seem to care about them, and neither does the crowd. So
they already have the injury.
Yeah, and then you got Rhino and Slater. Push them down. What are the Bar's gone. The Hardys don't exist anymore. It's who is even left? I know they got a couple. Oh, Fandango and Breeze.
Oh, yeah,
It's all joke teams now on there, basically. It's what happened? It's all the good tag teams are on SmackDown now?
So do you think these series of heel tag teams are an effort to counteract all the joke ones?
Yep.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I could see
but
that.
It just
working.
sucks because it's your tag team division now sucks. Your women's division got weaker. I think. I mean, Raw. They're counting on Rousey to be the whole women's division, basically.
Yeah,
and I am glad she's showing up and being on TV every week. But give us a fucking match already.
Yeah, for real.
I know it's only been 2 months or something. She's really been signed.
She's
but
just there to save Natalia.
At least she's showing up and doing something. She's not Brock yet.
Yeah.
She's not Brocking it yet. But
you think that'll happen eventually?
I don't know because I know I was reading her European tour. She actually is going to have matches. Mickey James is going to be here her setup for
Well, yeah,
some fights.
That's what I figured.
And it's all right, but it's on Raw. I want to see her fight too. I don't want it to just be pay-per-views. I see Ronda Rousey fight because that move this week I was really impressed. I don't know what it was another kind of. One last week where it's the clothesline with the sweep
Judo?
leg. Yeah.
Judo?
And this one looked a lot better, and I was oh, damn, that looked good.
Yeah.
Not to jump to that women's match.
No, why not? That's fine. I thought it was interesting how they kind of pit Ronda and Mickey together.
Yeah.
It's another solid veteran they're sticking her with.
Exactly.
Solid ring work. She's not going to hurt her.
Yeah. And you obviously want her to still look powerful because I think they're building it for a Rousey Nia on a Raw as of right now.
On a Raw?
On Raw. No, I mean like for Raw Women's
okay,
Division,
okay,
not
okay.
on Raw. I don't think they'll do that, but I could see maybe SummerSlam.
Wow.
I think they want to get the title on her very fast.
me. I think everything happens too quick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and I think they want to put it on her very fast so she can go on Good Morning America. She can go on here. Because usually after WrestleMania, they go on Good Morning America, the new champions. Not Nia Jax. Not Nia Jax. And please, these stupid... I mean, I liked what Bliss did. That whole, like, segment where she's like, bullying is bad. I liked it at first, but I was just like, stop this whole fat bully shit.
Yeah,
It's like, because you're being a bully doing this.
Well, no, that's the point. Like, because it sets Nia up to be the babyface. You know what I mean? It force sets her up to be the babyface.
I'd rather her be a heel that's really a babyface.
Like a Braun.
Yeah, exactly. It's someone that's like, yeah, you're supposed to be bad, but I'm cheering for you because you're fucking awesome.
Because you a bad motherfucker.
Right. But the women's division, I'm growing weak on Raw especially. You got to give us matches I care about.
Well,
and they got people on there now, like Ruby, separate her from the Riots. I like the Riot Squad, but she deserves to be her own person. Just like Sarah Logan, I believe, too. Liz is the only one that's going to be fucked by that, I think. But tough shit.
The best part is she's so bad, you don't even know her name.
Which one? Oh, Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
That tells you a lot of things.
I'm usually a blonde guy. No.
Jesus Christ.
But it's like, who else is gonna like fight? I mean, Bailey and Sasha just doesn't seem like they want to do anything but fight each other right now.
And again, it's the same problem with Brock and Bailey.
Yeah,
Brock
the
and
hugger versus the suplex.
How awesome would that be? She just gets suplexed for 25 minutes.
He goes for the suplex. She just turns around and hugs him. How come suplex me now?
But it's the same problem that you have with Brock and Roman and her and Sasha's. We've just seen this 5 billion fucking times.
Neither one of them has turned yet.
Yeah, how many?
Like, turn them. Turn one.
Who is? I don't know who the heel is. I don't know who
Sometimes it seems like Sasha's going that way, we all expect, and then it's like, wait, now she's nice and sweet.
Now she wants to hold hands and
and
lock eyes.
And Twitter be nice and everything. It's like, please make up your mind with this division.
Yeah, please. I don't know. I'm not a fan.
No,
I feel like I want to talk about positive things. This is why we
There's
need
no
to.
positive things
This
on
is
Raw.
why. This is why we need to
Fine,
really.
We'll go to Braun Strowman. Let's go.
Hold on. This is why we really need to start doing the fucking New Japan stuff, like in planning to talk about it, because then we will have some positive things to fucking talk about. You know what I mean?
Until we find all the negatives in there.
Until we get to bitching about that.
Then I turn you into hating New Japan instead, and it's like, son of a bitch, where do we go now?
Nowhere.
Lucha Underground. And it's like, unless as long as they get money.
I was gonna say if they're still making fucking a show.
As long as the gymnasium doesn't close.
I was really surprised with the Chad Gable win over Jinder.
Yeah, right.
Like,
I wonder if they're gonna give him a little push for the IC round mid card.
Dude, why would you break him and Shelton Benjamin up if you're not gonna give him that singles push?
Right.
You know what I mean? And especially because he's had so many I guess 3 or 4 star matches in the last year and a half,
easily,
where those wrestlers in turn praised him very highly on Twitter and different social media bullshit.
And you know why Vince hates him though, right?
Because he's small?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
That's the kind of guy Vince has been and always will be. It sucks. He hated when Rey Mysterio was champion or something like that. He's like, this little fucking pipsqueak, why?
But Jinder had some solid burns on Chad Gable in the beginning of the show.
Yeah, he did.
He's like, Mini-Me passed away 2 days ago.
That's right.
I was like, he made a dead Mini-Me joke 2 days after that guy died.
It's like, Jesus, too soon.
That's cold, Jinder. That's fucking cold, man.
WWE, he guest host one night, so watch your step.
Oh, man.
The Jinderoids can do it.
But yeah, I do think they're going to give Chatty Boy a little push here.
I don't know if they'll give him the title, but definitely in the card level.
I think it would be cool to see him get a little bit of a push, and then you have a return to Jason Jordan. Feud.
Hopefully.
Yeah. 2 sick collegiate wrestlers
That'll be a pre-show
suplexing
feud.
the fuck out of each other. You know what I mean?
It sucks because, like I said, with the whole pay-per-view change now, I want to see what they do. Because if there's 8 title matches, what else are you going to do?
Right. Yeah.
Because, which will be good because I guess on Raw and SmackDown, you're going to have a group of mid-carders finally again where it's like, you're mid-card, you're not going anywhere else. You're main event, you're not going anywhere else. You're tag team, you're not going anywhere else.
I feel like that's what Raw's doing with Dolphin McIntyre. It's like,
Yeah.
all right.
You don't think they're making them a tag team?
No, they'll make him a tag
Yeah.
team, but they're not getting. They're
Oh, yeah.
not getting the strap, dude.
No.
It's just
No, Vince had high hopes for McIntyre in the past, but not anymore. He's just
Yeah.
like, nah, you fucked me over in the past. And you fuck Vince once, he don't let you fuck him again. Just ask Ziggler. Oh, I wish. That'd be sick.
They're all in the same brand.
Hell
again.
yeah. And eventually, all three of them aren't going to be doing anything probably on Raw, so it's like, put them together.
Dude. Slater would have to grow that sweet fucking hair back.
Hell yeah.
That fucking and with the stupid slash hat he would wear all the time.
They can do shit.
And I love that. I love that he is like out of succession, been able to keep the one man band.
I'm just one man,
yeah.
but I'm a one man band. Every night I stay.
Like he's the one that got to keep that. You know,
hell
what I mean?
yeah.
Everybody else had to change.
Left.
Yeah, for real.
Right.
Everyone else got released, or
And I feel bad for Slater because I do like him. He got a good push when he was on SmackDown. And then it's like, oh yeah, come over here and get fucked now. Not
Yeah.
that I expect him to be champion or anything like that, but he's a good wrestler from what I remember. I can't tell anymore now because he just gets squashed every time.
I think there was an amazing era of tag teams for a bit about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
There was amazing tag teams in NXT. There was amazing tag teams on Raw. There was
Oh, that's
decent
right.
tag
AOP for
there was,
Raw. I
like,
forgot about them.
tag teams on SmackDown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they
Yeah.
fucking ruined it. They just ruined it. They broke up.
It'll come
tag
back
teams
again in
and
like
moved
3
them.
years or something, you
Yeah,
know? Because, I mean, SmackDown had it for a little bit with the New Day and the Usos had their little rivalry, and then they tried to mix in the Bludgeon Brothers, and the Hardys came back all of a sudden. But it's like, yeah, fuck that. Break them up.
The Bondage Bros.
The Bondage Bros.
That's all I can think of every time I
Hell
see them
yeah.
now, you asshole.
All I just, see them walking down the aisle, and I feel like it's just like, tell me I've been bad. You have been acting up as of late.
You know what match I was super fucking disappointed with was the Braun and Bobby versus the KO and Sammy match. I was like, here you have 4 fucking amazing wrestlers, sellers,
Yeah.
athletes, fucking strongmen, fucking actors. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
and if you're trying to push Bobby, you're not doing a good job of it either.
No.
But
that
again,
hot
Braun-
tag was horrible. Like the wait for the hot tag on that one.
Right. And I feel like it
People
was
are
just like a
itching
tag
for
and then tag
Braun.
back out.
Yeah, people are itching for Braun, and
Yeah.
they're just. Is that a purposeful holdback? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, right. Did he do something that we don't know of, maybe?
Or like
Looked at Stephanie the wrong way?
the only thing I could think of is that they're trying to like hold him back just a little bit, so that
Roman.
so that he looks equal to Braun eventually. Because I think him and Braun, once Brock leaves,
Hopefully soon.
you know what I mean, and like people aren't really gonna want to watch fucking Roman feud with everybody, so they need something new. There's something new here. We've been watching these people wrestle
Yeah.
in these main events since what, 2013?
That's because Vince hasn't gotten the fucking clue.
So like something's got to change, man.
We want Slater.
And I feel like Bobby's in an upswing. He looks better than he's fast. He's a little
better
too
than
fast.
he used to be. Oh yeah, you can
He's a
definitely
little
see
too
that.
fucking fast. Some of
Yeah.
those knees were like, "Ooh, poor Sammy." Like,
Yeah, exactly.
But I feel like him and Braun could put on an awesome fucking promo, like match, a series of matches.
I just hope this isn't
whole
a
feud.
slow decline for Braun. Like I agree that
mid-card.
I agree what you said that WWE wants to pull him back a little bit because of Roman they want to try to get Roman. They don't care. Vince doesn't care. He's gonna make you love Roman one way or the other, even though we know he won't. And he's pulling back the one that everyone does want, even the kids. He's pulling him back and being like, no, let's get you a little back.
Like, just look at his fucking entrance. I was saying it to my wife the other night. Like, he doesn't even have to yell Braun anymore.
No.
He just throws up his arms and the whole crowd does
Hell
it
yeah.
for him. You
And
know
go
what I
like
mean?
this, get these hand stats
Yeah,
and everything.
dude.
And it's like, put your money behind this, dude.
Jesus.
It's like, I get you want, like, he still hasn't really looked vulnerable yet, Braun. Besides maybe against Brock, the match there, even though he didn't really look vulnerable. He
look
just
vulnerable
lost.
to a table.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And when you hit someone by accident and you get knocked out a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I feel like they have to eventually make Braun look weak, but how? Like, I thought they were going to do that with the 2-on-1 kind of tag team match thing, and it's like, oh, you need someone now. You have to have someone. So I don't know where they're going with Braun, and I feel like there's... I always think negative with wrestling especially.
Come on.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like Braun is on his way down, even though he should be up. And I love Braun.
I don't know about down. I just think he's floundering in the spot that he's in.
He's going to be Randy Orton eventually. What do we got?
He says Lashley versus Brock, then Braun versus Lashley. Yeah.
See, but like you said, I read finally too that they don't want Brock and Lashley.
Yeah.
They don't. And which, I mean, that was a dream match back in the day too, a little bit. Not really a dream match, but I can definitely. I think they'll hold off on Lashley and Braun too, because those are like the two power guys, and it's like they're both a face right now.
So then Lashley and Roman, you think?
I wish. No, I wish Braun and Roman, but it'll be Joe, I bet, for a while. I can definitely see now Rue turning heel on Raw, which I will like because he's great on the mic as a
for
heel,
real. Yeah.
big time.
Yeah.
I just don't see. I see them making him look like a joke against Roman. I see them making Roman look like a star, like the next Bruno Sammartino, where he's like gonna be undefeated when it matters.
Jesus.
He'll lose all these stupid matches, but when the title's on the line, Roman wins. Yeah.
I was laughing. Why did No Way Jose get brought up to main roster? Not that I don't like No Way Jose.
I feel like it's like a baseball thing where he was out of options, and it's either let him go or bring him up.
Yeah, I mean, like,
because I love No Way too. I get rid of the conga line though. That is always a bad omen when you have people coming out dancing behind you.
it's a good omen for the people dancing.
Oh yeah, exactly. You're gonna have a good career.
Yeah,
the next Braun Strowman is in that conga.
In that conga line, it's the
probably the
green
guy
dude.
with like the like little T-shirt just above his nipples, and he's like, yeah, No Way. He's like, yeah, you got it. And I like some of the guys at the end of that were just like, and it's like, oh, Jesus, you can tell that's probably just like a makeup girl in the back or something.
That was it. No,
and it sucks though too. Like, I mean, I like what Baron did, which I'm not fucking fighting you.
Yeah, with your crazy ass conga line.
Yeah, right. I mean, I hope big things for Baron. I really do, but I feel like he's also going to be. I heard he could actually start a program with Braun. Him and Braun. Ooh. Because of the whole thing. Like, they'll bring it back up of how he eliminated him from the Andre Giant like 2 years ago or something.
Okay.
And it's like, all right, at least he's a big guy. Maybe he can give a little push to Braun. Right. Someone that I could believe, like, can give Braun trouble instead of someone like Elias.
Exactly.
If you put Elias against him and it's like, no.
Yeah. Giant versus not so giant.
Right? But, I mean, that'd be huge for Elias. And not to bring him back up. But, I mean, I think it's either going to be Braun or Elias that win the Rumble tomorrow. But it should be Braun. Big time.
Okay.
Big time. I'm excited for that Rumble match, even though I know it's going to be like more of a joke than any other Rumble match. Because of 50 men and, how long they're going to really take.
Right.
But, I'm excited for that. There's a couple matches on their pay-per-view, I guess, if you want to call it, that I'm going to be happy to see. I mean, even the casket match, I hope they kind of do a John Cena Undertaker match where it's 5 minutes, boom, done. I don't even care if Undertaker's one going in the coffin, just
Flash
5 minutes.
Lightning.
5 minutes. Don't give this guy more ego to be like, I can wrestle still?
John, do we still have video?
Do we not have video right now? Yeah, we still have video.
Okay, cool.
No way. Oh, then. No.
It's just my phone then. Sorry.
Yeah, we good.
No way, Jose.
All right, let's stop talking about all this raw bullshit.
Oh, you mean we're going? Are we going to SmackDown?
Yes, we are, sir.
Hell yeah.
Dude,
I don't know if it was this week or the week before. I think it was the week before, but there was a mention of Funaki.
Oh, really?
There was. It was just a quick, like, oh, Funaki, but...
Well, Funaki does
the commentary or whatever.
Japanese commentary.
Yep. Hell yeah. And I think that's Mr. I forget the guy. He used to be a manager back in the day during the Attitude Era for the Japanese group, too. I forget, with Taka Michinoku and other guys. And he's the one that, choppy, PP. Yeah. I think that's his brother that does the announcing with Funaki.
Oh, really?
It's the same last. I've tried to look it up, but I can't. I can never. I'm bad with like looking up shit. But it's the same last name. I want to say Nagamura or something like that, but I'm not too sure exactly. And I'm not sure if it is. But I was just like, as soon as I saw the name, I was like, holy shit, is that the guy, the choppy PP dude?
Choppy PP.
That was great. That was great. Remember the first podcast, Jeffrey Dahmer?
Yeah.
That was great. That was great. That still makes me crack up. Between that and the chair breaking. Whoa!
That's how I knew this podcast was going to be a good one.
Hell yeah. Anyways, let's get to SmackDown. So what? How
Oh
did
my
it start?
God! Fucking,
How did it
it
start?
started with the Miz TV.
Oh, okay.
Interrupted by Big Cass. Tell me what you think about this Big Cass shit.
Big Cass is a shittier version of Diesel.
Can I say that he is a bit improved on the mic, has he not?
Oh yeah, he is. He is a little better. Let's see how his wrestling game is. But I'm impressed that he improved a little bit with his time off.
Yeah, but it was almost like as soon as he got really passionate about it, he would second guess himself. And
it's easy to get me because I like people that play with the crowd. You know, they're booing him, and he's like, yeah, that's right, I'm pretty good, ain't I? I like that kind of shit.
Handsome.
I love when Kevin Owens is just like, making Roman Reigns crack up when he's got him in a hold saying something. I like that. Or Jericho when it's, go back, you asshole. I'm from Winnipeg, jerk. I love that shit. I love when people talk with the crowd. So I like that. That's an easy way to get me, but he has improved. I just want to see if his, and I'm pissed that they actually even having one match, Daniel Bryan and him. I mean, I did say they're going to only have one or two, but don't. Why are you holding back this other rivalry that's been happening for 3 years?
What a way to just bury Big Cass right as he comes back.
Oh, but I think they're going to give him the wins. Because Daniel Bryan can take the losses. Cass can't. Especially if they have high hopes for Cass.
Yeah,
which they do.
that is a good point, man.
And it sucks because the first, I guarantee Cass will win the first one. Somehow cheating, maybe. Maybe the Miz comes in to distract him and gets the big boot, blah, 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 whatever. Because Miz, I mean, he's booked for the IC title matches for the next month, even on live events. He's still booked to verse Seth Rollins here, there, even tomorrow. I mean, are they fighting at Backlash? No, Daniel Bryan's fighting. What's his name at Backlash? So yeah, I'm.
What's his name?
I guess they're gonna just save this for SummerSlam. Daniel Bryan and Miz. Maybe with the U.S. title creeping in its way. I don't see them pushing Daniel Bryan to the title just yet. I see them saving that for another WrestleMania moment or something like that. Yeah. Yes.
What else was really disappointing on SmackDown?
A lot.
The Iconics. So, dude, we have Asuka. She goes from having the longest streak to debuting on SmackDown and fucking losing.
I called the Japanese kill because he's killing Nakamura and her. Right after, as soon as WrestleMania, too. Nakamura's only been low blows.
Aside from the nut shots, I like heel Nakamura.
I mean, I do, too. And especially, I like the, sorry, no English.
No speak English.
I like that. But, I mean, Asuka's getting fucked by this.
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't get pinned, but it's another loss. Not that matters, but it's the Iconics.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Terrible. They've always looked terrible, I thought, in the ring together.
I was saying that the other night. It was like, they're horrible wrestlers.
They make me think of 1990s wrestling with women where it's just tits and ass. That's
divas.
All you are. Divas, exactly. Where it's like, yeah, the men don't really care to see you wrestle. They just care seeing you running back and forth.
And they're
that's
annoying
only for
as
just
fuck,
the Iconics.
dude.
The Iconics. That's all. Like, and I wish high things because I like Billie Kay and I like Peyton Royce. They both have good looks, but they just can't wrestle. And I hate them. Like now, ever since they came up, like I like them in NXT. Here, not so much. I hate this whole girly thing, like, oh, I'm Becky, doing all the impressions. It's like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up and wrestle. Please wrestle. And then when they wrestle, I don't want them to wrestle either.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan.
I'd rather see Becky versus Asuka.
Either, so.
But it's another problem with the women's division. They're not giving us the matches we really rather see, even on a SmackDown. What's wrong with Becky versus Asuka on a SmackDown? I want to see Becky versus Charlotte versus Asuka again first anyways.
Yeah.
I also want to see Mandy Rose go on her own.
You have a million. You could do a million dream women's matches,
SmackDown,
but they don't.
SmackDown in general has all the dream matches.
Yeah,
you can do the Nakamura's and AJ's, the Nakamura and Daniel Bryan, Samoa Joe now even more. It's like Jesus, but no.
Good old Samoa Joe,
right? He wasn't on at all this week, right?
Do you think that Jimmy Uso should get that win, or should Naomi's ass get the win? Did you see that?
Naomi's ass should get the win.
Yeah,
she was just sitting there.
Like just twerking.
I mean, I got distracted. But I mean, when I first saw that, I was like, is this setting up for like a kidnapping now? It was a good booty shake.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Yeah.
I felt the glow.
But do you think I think it's leading to like a kidnapping or something? Like they take Naomi.
They take him to the Hardy compound.
Like I could see somehow the Usos getting the belt back, and they'll be like, "We want a rematch," and it's like, "Nah, bro," and it's just like, do Do you want a rematch now? Well, we got your wife. Although that would look bad. Two white guys looking like rednecks with a black dude.
Stealing.
I mean, and they're bondage dudes.
Just
so, you know.
accosting a black woman?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that would be a bad idea.
But I can see them doing something stupid like that. Because I was reading something, and I know it's not true, and it would be stupid if they did, but somehow Nikki Cross joining the Bondage Brothers. Someone was like, that'd be a good idea. And I'm like, why would they do that if they just want to bring up Sanity?
Yeah, for real.
And where the fuck is Sanity, by the way? I hate how it's like, coming. Him and CN Almas, it's like, coming. It's like...
Dude, you didn't get used to that with, like, the formation of, like, the New Day and shit?
At least they had vignettes, right?
It's like a fucking month of vignettes.
But, I mean, what's going to happen when they come, too? Because I feel like they're going to fuck CN.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, you think it's going to be like a Jeff Hardy kind of rivalry? US title first?
Dude, him and AJ would be magic.
Oh, yeah. But I just see, it seems like Vince fucks anyone over from NXT except like Roman. That
Seth.
like age. You know, Seth, he came from the same, like that group of people. Ever since, I mean, Finn Balor should be, I mean, granted the injury, I think really is what hurt him because Vince doesn't trust a person, even though it's not even his fault that he got injured. But Dolph Ziggler's the one I always go to. He got that concussion. There's been nothing ever since. Really.
Yeah.
Finn, I feel bad for because it's like, hey, he comes up. Joe, I mean, Nakamura even. I mean, sure, they got pushes, but then it seems like it's like, come back here.
That's what I don't
but
get.
But even AJ Styles, he didn't go to NXT. Boom, title within like a year. And it's like, I get he's a huge name. He's a huge name, and he's been all over the place too.
But Finn was huge.
Exactly.
He was a big name, so
like anybody from NXT, it's like even Aleister Black. I bet when he comes up, he's gonna get fucked.
Nothing.
He'll get fucked or pushed. Ty Dillinger, not that he was huge in NXT, he wasn't like one of the biggest names when he was down there. But God, he can't even get any camera time now.
If I swear to God, if they put Aleister Black in 205 Live, I'm gonna scream.
Or you'll start watching 205.
Yeah, probably.
Well, once Ricochet goes there, and him, and Adam Cole. Because he's definitely one of those other ones that Vince is kind of like, you don't got any meat on your bone, little boy.
Look at that tiny little guy.
Right?
Who got that tiny?
My left arm is bigger than you.
Who gave that guy?
I jerk with my right.
The Charlotte and Carmella signing was like pretty uneventful.
Yeah, right.
Except for it was cool to see Carmella get a face match into a death.
Do you think somehow she keeps the title? I do. I think she gets disqualified or something. She's going to be the Alexa Bliss now where she's going to like get counted out and that stuff. So you can have your Queen Carmella.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, because, dude,
really hate her.
Playing that video over and over again, I was like, dude, I fucking hate this lady so much.
Hell yeah.
It's just nonstop Carmella.
I just... Why? Why do they want to like go back to shitty women's wrestling? I feel like they've been hurting women's wrestling. In the last, but besides like the Asuka match and like I think they're literally throwing all their chips now on Rousey, and I hope it just doesn't. The pressure doesn't get to Rousey.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because that sucks. Because because there's plenty of people you can put some pressure on
just
Charlotte
learning.
and Nia and this, but it's like I feel like it's like they had this nice spark with the 4 horsewomen of NXT coming up first, and that was like a real big like movement all of a sudden because you got 4 great wrestlers, then you get Nia and you got Nia and all these
Nia Tax.
Ember Moon. She could be good for Raw, but I feel like they're just like. Well, now we got a huge name, like the men do with Brock Lesnar, so we're gonna put all our chips on her. And it's like, I didn't pay much attention to Rousey's UFC, but I feel like when the pressure came, she folded. Because I think it was even what's that guy you always reference in UFC? Chael
Sonnen.
I read something that he was like, she's in a joke division because she's the only real name.
That was
when she
there
first
was no good women fighters.
Exactly. And when it came to good fighters, the pressure got to her because the media put
it wasn't necessarily the pressure, it was she just got kicked in the fucking face super hard.
Yeah.
And then
she finally had competition.
Came back and got embarrassed again. So she
So I
guess
hope.
that is pressure because she was talking about killing herself and shit.
Oh Jesus! I forgot about that shit. I remember. Yeah.
We had Shelton Benjamin and Randy Orton and
with a nice interruption of Jeff Hardy. It's like this whole thing. It's like again, this feels like exactly what you always say about Randy Orton. It's like go, hey, go out there and do something.
Hey, somebody grab Randy Orton. We just
what's the whole point of the Singh brother, the other one being on SmackDown still? Did you see that?
No.
The Singh, but he was wearing a lucha mask, took it off, and it was Samir Singh. It was with Randy Orton's match. You didn't see that?
No.
Yeah, not Samir Singh, whatever the other one that was injured.
Yeah.
He's still on SmackDown, and he attacked Randy Orton a little bit.
Huh.
He was like wearing a mask or something. He jumped over the barricade.
He's going to be a singles guy now.
Right? And it's like, what the fuck? If you're going to put the Bollywood boys on Raw and let them be a tag team.
Put them back in 205 Live. Because
Right?
I heard they're going to do a 205 Live tag.
Oh, good. That's pretty good. Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
they do enough tag matches there anyways, so.
Exactly. If
Fuck
you want
it.
to kill some time on 205, there you go.
Yeah. We had Shinsuke and Rusev versus AJ and the Good Brothers.
Yeah.
Couple of good brothers.
This is the biggest match they'll have on SmackDown probably
Jesus
too.
Christ.
I feel,
Can you imagine that? I would imagine that other than having a family that's rooting them, they would probably be back in Japan by now.
Yeah, there's the whole contract thing too. Like, when did they sign? 2 or 3 years ago? I can't imagine they signed longer than like a 3-year deal though. And I can't imagine either one of them being like, I want to stay.
All right.
Unless, like you said, their family is Bam, because their family lives in Japan, right? His wife and kids, or did they live in the U.S.?
No, they live in the U.S.
Anderson, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's just Asian.
Oh, I know, yeah, hot Asian wife.
Yeah,
I know
right.
that. But I didn't know if like they might have lived over there still and everything. 'cause
I
was
don't
gonna
think so.
So maybe they'll stay just because of something like, because Gallows doesn't have a big family like him, right? Or even a family. I don't know much about like personal lives. Some of them.
Festus is a lonely man.
Every time I see that picture, I'm just like, man, I wonder if people still ask him about that. Like, how did you feel about Festus?
I would love to bring like a 12x10 of Festus to a signing and just like put it in front of him. You think he punches me in the face?
Maybe. Either that, he gives you a too sweet.
Come on, good brother.
Right? Festus did it. Woo!
Ding! Just you can stand there with the bell behind me.
Yeah, right. But I mean, as far as the main event, I wasn't surprised by what happened. I was like, when's he gonna low blow him? Now, why is this all like? Are they gonna actually have a good match? Do you think tomorrow?
No.
No. You think it's gonna be a low blow eventually?
I think AJ's gonna get punched in the nuts at some point.
I think he'll be going for the Styles Clash to finish it, and he'll just like low blow him. I wouldn't mind a low blow with the win. Like, get it past the referee.
Right.
And Nakamura gets champion, but I don't see them actually doing that. But something has to happen.
Actually, that's how I thought it was going to go.
Something has to happen tomorrow. Either Roman's getting the title or something other, like, surprising thing's going to happen. Because whenever it's, like, a big event, they do something that you don't expect.
Yeah?
I think so. I think it
How
could,
many people-
But that also could be Reigns.
How many tickets you think they sell something like this?
Well, I don't know. See, they said this place has like 100,000 seating, but I can't see them selling that much out. Because I know the one in Australia is even bigger, and their fan base in Australia is huge. So I know that one would be a lot bigger. This one, I mean, they'll tell you probably like 95,000.
Yeah.
I'd guess
So
the
60?
most 50. Yeah, I wouldn't
50
even
or
go
60.
50. Yeah, exactly. There'll be a lot of dark areas. And I'm not talking about the people in the crowd.
They're going to be tarping some shit off.
Exactly, definitely.
You don't you can't say shit like that.
That was just a terrible joke.
Talking to other people in the crowd.
But, man.
I love you. Fucking crazy
It's just, like, it's good. They're gonna do something ridiculous like that, where there's a huge crowd here. You know, Michael Cole's usual bullshit and
Right,
everything.
There's fucking 100,000 people here.
I just want to see like if there's gonna be any like real surprise entrance in the Rumble. I like when they throw like a stupid one out there.
I
like,
figured
even
that
an old
that's-
dude like an Iron Sheik if they did something like that.
Hobbles out with the flag.
Just waving it with his fucking weird shoes there and
The
everything.
shoes are the worst.
But I mean, you got to figure they definitely have 50 people with all the names we have heard of, like Hornswoggle, Daivari, Mark Henry, Booker T, maybe even.
Dude, you really think Hornswoggle's doing this?
He's in there. I don't know why else he'd be over there.
Some Sheik was just like, you got to bring the leprechaun guy with
But
you.
he makes perfect sense for one of those easy eliminations. It's like, you're just a number.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop. Here's $400. You'll be happy about that, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Bye.
You're on TV for
Yeah.
5 minutes.
But I mean, I bet there's be some NXT guys that Velveteen Dream maybe. I wonder how he'd be perceived over there coming
Yeah.
out.
I know, right? This is
Throwing shit at him and
this
everything.
is third eye
Hell yeah.
sunglasses.
Man, Velveteen.
But yeah, so the other thing that stuck out to me about this is going to be on at like noon.
Yeah.
Like, who's going to watch this?
No one.
Like,
No one's gonna be watching it.
this
Not
is-
even kids are home at noon on a Friday. They still
Yeah,
got
for
school.
real.
It's just because their time thing. Because it's really gonna be 8 o'clock over there. Or
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that.
exactly.
Which
yeah.
or 7 o'clock. I'm terrible with like time zones and everything. But
With a break for an hour in the middle for prayer.
yeah, that's right. 4 to 5, right?
Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it.
Pull a big
See,
mat out in the.
that's inclusion. You know what I mean? You want to fucking be like, see, we're taking an hour break so they can pray. That's some cool inclusion. But bring the fucking women.
Yeah, right.
Bring the women. Sorry. I'll stop bitching. Stop bitching. But yeah, it's pretty much the WWE universe for this week.
You hear like not any matches, but anything about New Japan? Like
I've been so bad with watching.
Yeah. I was reading something like someone big just joined All In. Like they weren't confirmed yet, but now they're gonna be. And I forget who it was too. I'm pissed because I read about it yesterday too, and I was like, they said it was a big name. I didn't know it was a
We're
big
gonna
name.
do a women's match, and Chelsea Green, who does like a hot mess character for I think it's
Wasn't she part of the Ring of Honor, the Women of Honor thing?
Yeah.
Like the contest or whatever. There.
yeah,
Yeah.
she's Zack Ryder's girlfriend.
Oh no shit. Woo woo woo.
Get zacked
Yeah.
up.
Well, until he dumps her, like
Get
Emma
zacked.
and the other girl there, Eve Marie, or not Eva Marie, but Eve Marie from back in the day.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We'll see. Good luck to Zach.
Zacky boy's a player.
Long Island player.
Zuba's wearing motherfucker.
But I heard there was some good matches on that wrestling Tonkatu, whatever.
Tontaku.
Tontaku. Like not like huge names like Kenny or the Bola Club. It was some other ones, like Suzuki Gun. You know,
Okay,
they got a couple
yeah.
guys there, and the other guys, Evil and Sonata. I forget what's their name. Los like the Jana
Los Ingobernables de Japan.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, I have to catch up. I always like to read, like, I like the ones that tell me, like, no spoilers, just, like, rating the match. Like, how, like, should you be a watch? Like, 1 out of 10. And, I mean, it's not Meltzer either. It's some Josh Bowman or something like that. And I'm like,
Good old Joshy Bose.
and I was, yeah, right, Josh Bowes.
I'm just kidding. I have no fucking clue who Josh Bose is.
I know Josh. I know what Josh Bowes, but
Joshy
he
fucking
definitely ain't
Bowes,
doing
dog.
anything for wrestling.
Fucking Joshy Bose, guys.
He should now.
Sorry. But yeah, so I'm sorry. We didn't stream the fucking classic match. Dan.
Did you watch? Did you watch it?
Yeah.
We can talk about it, right?
Well, I would like to do a stream with it.
What's the stream going to be about? Is it like what we did with the pay-per-view?
Yeah, but we're not gonna.
We're not going to get copyright problems?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to
If-
call it backlash.
Yeah, exactly.
If it works better for you guys somehow, is it something that you can access from the internet?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
you can always
YouTube
watch
has it
here.
because it's only like a 15-minute match, I think.
Yeah.
Not even 15 minutes.
Yeah, we'll stream it here one night then.
All right, sounds good.
Stream it all in your assholes.
Ooh.
I'm gonna stream
Mine's big
directly
enough.
into your rectum.
Either that, we got Sasha Banks' forehead.
Hairline like a mother.
She ain't in Saudi. Come on back to Boston, babe.
On that note, this has been the win for the pinfall. It's been the One Pinfall podcast.
Steve.
Thank you for showing up, guys.
Thank you.
Peace be to Uncle Steve. We out.
We out.